most American children, this is the worst week. School started this week already. It's hard to believe. This summer it flew by like a Nicole Richie jail sentence. My son started high school yesterday, which is a big deal, and I was thinking about my high school experience, and I was thinking about how boring it was, and the bad food in the cafeteria, the beatings, the forced showering with other men. It wasn't much different than prison. It was like prison without sex. But for me anyway. But school is, don't get me wrong, school is important. I know it could be a drag and all that, but if there are any kids watching right now, first of all, go to sleep. But secondly, it's important to remember that when you do go to school, you're there already, you should study hard and learn so you don't wind up like this.
Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries, so we will be able to build up our future for our...
Thank you very much, South Carolina.
Thank you. That might be the clip of the year so far. That was Miss Teen South Carolina. Her name is Lauren Upton. This weekend, she was the highlight of the Miss Teen USA competition. She's been taking a beating. I think 8 billion people watch that video on YouTube. I watch it 3 million times myself alone. She's not the brightest, but the truth is, she was nervous. She's only 18 years old, and it was her first time on TV. So, you can understand. If you really analyze what she said, well, let's come over here, and I'm going to break it down for you. Now, let's go through this if we could. Now, she says, I personally believe, this means this is not her professional belief, this is a personal belief, that U.S. Americans, this is to distinguish from, say, Mexican Americans like Guillermo or former Attorney General Alberto Gonzalez, are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps. And that's actually true. I had a neighbor that didn't have a map, and I loaned him the map, and then he never returned it, and then now I actually don't have a map. And I believe that education such as in South Africa and the Iraq, now, that is, there are a lot of Iraq impersonators out there right now, everywhere such as. Right. And I believe that our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. Well, I totally agree with that. Or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries who, as you know, have fallen way behind in education. So we will be able to build up our future for our. So there, I hope that clarifies it.